Problem 4. LPH and Parolitis should allocate nurses such as the patient at the hospital are given the best attention possible. So, simultaneously, given increased competition in the healthcare industry, every attention to the bottom line should be maintained. Using the experience, administrators can predict how many minimum numbers of nurses should be maintained during which time and which day. The nurses' scheduling problem is an optimization problem that tries to determine the minimum total number of the nurses needed to ensure proper care. Nurses begin their shift at the start of one of the 4 shifts provided below and work for 8 hours. Develop and solve the nurse scheduling problem as a workforce program for 1 day using the data provided below. So now we will input all the data to the min z is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6. So next is the constraint. It is the time. The first variable, the 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Next, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Next is the 8 a.m.
to 12 p.m. Next is the x6 plus x1. x6 plus x1. Greater than or equal to 5. X1 plus x2. Greater than or equal to 12. X2 plus x3.
Ay, balik-balik na.
Greater than. Okay. 14.
Para
8.
8.
X4 plus X5. 14. X6. 10.
Next.
Next is click the XLQM.
Pag-moving.
Next, click the XLQM. The alphabetic time. Click the linear integer and its integer program. Next, enter the number of the constraint, which is 6. And enter the number of variable, 6. Then add title to shifting of nurses. Then the objective to minimize. Then click OK. One, X1, 1.
Iyak.
X2, 1B. X3, 1. X4, 1. X5, 1. X6, 1. So the constraint 1, X1, 1. X2, 0. X3, 0. X4, 0. X5, 0. X6, 1. Constraint 2, X1, 1. X2, 1. X3, 0. X5, 0.
X4.
X4, 0. X5, 0. And X6, 0. Constraint 3, X1, 0. X2, 1. X3, 1. X4, 0. X5, 0. X6, 0. 4, X1, 0. X2, 1. X3, 1. X4, 0. X5, 0. And X6, 0. Constraint 5, 0. 0, X2, 0, 1, 1, 0. Constraint 6, 1. Oh, 0. 0, 0, 0. X5, 1. X6, 1. X2. One.
1. Next is we have to click data and then solver. Siya 30. So 33 is the total number of nurses per 8-hour shift. Next, yeah.
So put the total nurses per shift. Okay, 5. Five, 7, 4, 4, 33. The objective 33.
AM.
X1 12 a.m. X1 tapos 4 a.m. X2 then 8 p.m. X3 then 12 p.m. X4 then 4 p.m. Total nurses per shift. Copy. And then add down the X1 and X6.
Sum. Formula.
Equals
for the case problem number 6, under the direction of Insitio Corp head of production, Mr. Yuso, the output level is continuously increasing. He has, however, recently had to deal with the problem with quality complaints, which went from an average of 0.2% over the course of previous 2 years to 0.5% this year. He is also seeing a great deal of dissatisfaction among the workers regarding their salary, workload. Employees often complain about being overworked. One of the Insitio Corp product is valve manufacturing. In their 3-year operation, they have only manufactured one type of valve when they originally started their business. They sold 10,000 valves a month. Now they sell about 50,000. The valve was manufactured entirely domestically, using only purchased raw materials. Considering their existing standing in the market, their goal is to expand and produce a greater variety of valves. In the center of the city, they have 50,000 square foot complex feet. They wanted to expand and maintain internal control over the manufacturing process. They would need an extra 50,000 square feet. Although land has become much more expensive in the previous 3 years, it's still quite difficult to find in the neighborhood. The cost of the labor has increased thrice because it needs to use more workers to complete the task and deliver the products on time. Mr. Hughes is worried about the management expansion strategy and where the additional hires would come from because there is already a labor shortage for the available roles. On the other hand, Mr. Hughes has noticed that the workers converse a lot of one another during lunch, tea breaks, and even in the between jobs. The employees are taking advantage of the fact that he is unable to respond harshly because of the shortage of the staff members. He asked the management to consider upgrading and consolidating current setup rather than moving forward the expansion right away. He has also emailed Servicio Director of Operations with this request. After reviewing Mr. Hughes' request, Servicio convened a meeting with all department heads and gave a presentation of the scenarios to all parties. The marketing manager advocated the company grow by using the excellent brand recognition and expanding company. She had a great growth and aspiration for the company. The finance manager went on to say that the items would benefit from economies of scale as a result, increasing their profitability even more. Mr. Yusu talked about this concern about labor availability, production control, and how this affects output and quality. The marketing manager asked the production manager about potential outsourcing opportunities. Mr. Yusu is dubious about this outsourcing option since he believes that the outside agency will always charge more because he will also be looking to make a profit and is considered about potential delivery issues. Servicio required opinions of Ms. Yuna or his manager since the supplier would likewise be interested in conducting business. He claimed they would not want to postpone because doing so would result in loss. We can compare the cost of purchase against internal manufacture. According to the finance manager, following a discussion among all parties, Servicio gave Mr. Yu's instruction to complete the manufacturing cost for the future sale based on the forecast given by the marketing division. In order to calculate the cost of the fuel component purchase, he also gave Ms. Yuna instruction to gather data on projected future demands. Ms. Yuso and Ms. Yuna presented their statistics at the meeting, but Servicio called the review the plan. Malagi, the marketing director, began by projecting the market. Mr. Yuso then presented her report and provided the following details explanation. A supervisor earning 60,000 pesos every month with a yearly 10% raise anticipated. The workers' direct pay is 4 pesos per unit, 10% decrease in the second year, no change in the third year, and an increase of 10% in each year after that. The cost of the materials is 14 pesos per unit, an annual increase of 10%. Fuel and power cost each unit are 2 pesos with annual increase of 10%. 50% of labor is done indirectly. They will need to spend 5 million pesos on a new machine. Following is how Ms. Tuna described this detail with a 5-year useful life. The supplier component price is 20 pesos for the first 2 years and it rises by 10% each year after that. Transportation cost of 2 pesos per unit for the first year with an increase of 0.2 pesos every subsequent year. Inventory cost as 5% per year of the basic material cost. Then Ma'am Alegria has given the sales forecast for the next 5 years as follows. So for the first year, that's a 300,000 sales quantity. The second year, 500,000, 700,000 for the third year, 900,000 for the fourth year, and 1 million for the fifth year. So from the given, company situation is it has a current output increase. Customer complaints rose from 0.2% to 0.5%. Employees complain about salary and workload, so there's a labor shortage. Current plant space is 50,000 square feet and needs to add up to 50,000 another 1,000 square feet more if expansion happens. Then for the cost information for the cost comparison, a supervisor earning 60,000 pesos every month with a yearly 10% raise anticipated. The worker direct pay is 4 pesos per unit, 10% decrease in the second year, no change in the third year, and an increase of 10% in each year after that. The cost of materials is 14 pesos per unit with annual increase of 10%. Fuel and power cost each unit are 2 pesos with annual increase of 10%. 10% of labor is done indirectly. They will need to spend 5 million pesos on a new machine. Following is how Ms. Unit described these details. The 5-year useful life. The supplier's component price is 20 pesos for the first 2 years and it rises by 10% each year after that. Transportation cost of 2 pesos per unit for the first year with an increase of 0.2 pesos every subsequent year. Inventory cost as 5% per year of the basic material cost. So the required is based on the given data as is it economical for the company to go for buying the product from market or manufacturing in-house, prove using 5-year sales forecast data and justify the production cost. Second is what other factors should Hinsi support look at for making the operation decision. Why? Explain each factor in narrative. So for the solution, manufacturing cost, since the sales quantity per year is already given on each 5-year forecast, which is from year 1 is 300,000, year 2 500,000, year 3 700,000, 4 900,000, 5 is 1 million. So for the material cost, stated here that it is 14 pesos per unit, 14 pesos per unit, and then with an annual increase of 10%, annual increase of 10%. So 14 times 1 plus 10%, which is equals to 15.40. So for the successive year, nag-increase yan 10%. So 15.40 times 1 plus 10% in 16.94. Then 16.94 times 1 plus 10% became 18.63. Then for the year 5, 20.50. For the direct labor cost is 4 pesos per unit. then 10% decrease in the second year. So 4 from the first year, and then the second year decrease ko. No? So therefore, 4 times 1 minus 10% became 3.60, and then no change in the third year. So as is, it will stay for 3.60, and then for the fourth year an increase of 10% and each year after that. So therefore, 3.60 times 1 plus 10% became 3.96, and then 3.96 times 1 plus 10% is 4.36. So for the indirect labor cost, it stated that 50% of the labor is done indirectly. So 50% of the direct labor cost is so 4, and then it's 50% became 2. And so 50% of 3.60 is 1.80, 50% of 3.60 is 180 also. Then 50% of 3.96 is 1.98. 50% of 4.36 is 2.18. For the power and fuel cost unit naman, stated here that each unit are 2 pesos with an annual increase of 10%. So 10% from the first year, and then increase will then become 2 times 1 plus 10% will become 2.20. Then 2.20 times 1 plus 10% is 2.42. 2.42 plus 1 10% is 2.66, and then 2.66 times 1 plus 10% is 2.93. So for the variable, in order to get the variable cost, is we just have to sum up the material cost per unit, direct labor cost, indirect labor cost, and the power and fuel cost per unit. So 14 plus 4 plus 2 is 22. And then so on and so forth for the second year to the fifth year. Isasum lang natin ang material cost, indirect cost, and power and fuel cost. So for the total variable cost, in order to find the total variable cost, is we just have to multiply the variable cost and then the sales quantity per year. So for the first year, 22 times 300,000 became a 6,600,000 for the first year. Then for the second year, 11,500,000, 17,330,000, 24,512,400, and 29,959,600. Which, so if we're going to total it, will sum up to 89,904,000. So for the supervisor salary per year, stated that it is earning 60,000 every month with a yearly 10% raise anticipated. So 60,000 every month. So 60,000 times 12, since there are 12 months. So 720 for the first year, and then increasing by 10%. So 720 times 1 plus 10% will become 792,000. 792,000 times 1 plus 10% will become 871,200 for the third year. And for the fourth year is 958,320. 1,054,152 for the fifth year. So if in total natin, we have a 4,395,672. So as for the machine cost per year, they will need to spend 5 million on a machine. So 5 million for each year. Therefore, we are going to total 5 million for the 5 years. May nakita 25 million. And then for the total cost per year, so we're just going to add up all the variables. So from the sales quantity, from the total variable cost to the machine cost. So from the first year, in the 12,320,000, in second year, 17,292,000, third year, 23,203,200, in the fourth year, 30,470,720, and fifth year, 36,013,752, and in total of 199,672. Then for the material cost, stated here that the supplier component price is 20% for the first 2 years, and it rises by 10% each year after that. So 20 for the first 2 years, and then 10% each year after that. So 10%, 20 times 1 plus 10%, 22. Then in the fourth year became 24.20, and then 26.62 for the fifth year. So for the transportation cost of 2 pesos per unit for the first year, with an increase of 0.2 every subsequent year. So increase of 0.2 for the subsequent year. So 2 for the second year, 2 plus 0.2 become 2.22. For the third year, 0.20 plus 0.2, 2.4, 2.64 fourth year, and then 2.80 for the fifth year. For the inventory cost, as 5% per year of the basic material cost. So in order to find the inventory cost, you have to multiply it from the material cost. So 20 times 5% became 1. Then 20, same also as in the second year. For the third year, 22 times 5% is 1.10. Then in the fourth year is 1.21, and then 1.33 for the fifth year. So for the variable cost, in order to find the variable cost, we just have to sum up material cost, transportation cost, and the inventory cost. So for the first year, may nakita 23, second year 23.20, third year 25.5, 28.01 for the fourth year, and then 30.75 for the fifth year. So in order to get naman the total cost per year, is we just have to multiply the variable cost, and the sales quantity per year. So 100,000 times 23 became 6,900,000. So in the second year, it has 11 million rather, 600,000, and then 17 million for 850 for the third year, and 25 million 209,000 for the fourth year, and then 30 million 751,000 for the fifth year. So if we are going to total it, the total cost per year, we have 92,310,000. So for the case number 6 answers. So for the question number 1, based on the given data, is it economical for the company to go for buying the product from market or manufacturing in-house? So based on the 5-year sales forecast and production cost analysis, it is more economical for Hinsitsu Corp to buy the product from the market rather than manufacture it in-house. The forecast indicates that in-house production cost increase each year due to rising material, transportation, and inventory holding costs, resulting in high cumulative cost over the 5-year period. Manufacturing internally would also require substantial capital investment and expose the company to cost variability and inventory risk. In contrast, purchasing from the market offers more suitable unit cost, avoid fixed manufacturing expense, and provides greater flexibility in adjusting to demand, making more cost efficient option over the forecast horizon. And for the number 2, what are the other factors should Hinsitsu Corp look at for making this operation decision? Why? So aside from the cost, Hinsitsu Corp should consider several strategic and operational factors to make or buy decisions. So this includes demand uncertainty and capacity constraint, as fluctuating demand can lead to underutilized resources if production is done in-house. The company should also assess whether the product aligns with its core competences, since outsourcing allows management to focus on the higher value activities. Supplier reliability and quality assurance are critical to ensure consistent product performance. And then additionally, for risk exposure related to raw materials price volatility, liberation and equipment obsolescence should be evaluated, as buying from the market transfer many of these risks to suppliers. And also, finally, for long-term strategic flexibility is important, as market purchasing enables easier adjustment to change in technology regulation and market condition.